Abi mi banye de manye atwangmre ne o ken TV Africa Omanye aba ne fiemo no ne menene gbewo ya wo ya Kpatseremdor ye Ningo niame Ningo akrowa ji Kpatseremdor ni ye Ningo ke osudoku tin manche me ni yo je me ameke osudoku bi ngba me na manche me ko me ngba me na Kpatseremdor de enje ho e han ni Kpatseremdor manche enuchumo aya no kra e ja e man bi e ko me e afin ni agba me na kan bia me no osudoku bi hu ngba me na ni tuchura mo e ajemi le manche de enche papa shenyo aturale tun yabo ni ko agbele opereje mawu ni jile kejem ike wo bi keje no nipa no ko agbele ike sande ike gadamwe fen akwa ni gadamwe fen awie gadamwe fen atehie eja ake gadamwe ya oba Kpatseremdor neneme nana me wa ya Kpatseremdor ni ami meninge no ya ngelejo Kpatseremdor mache eke emabi me kome ke ni kome ya fin ne agesikite kenge wu jale hu osudokuli ahane we ne Kpatseremdor bi me ahene jome krakra tun ya bo na afiale eke we bi na angelori mi ne pie nwonya dina gbe efon yo ma wo na ji engem ngela ne gadanwe bi me kra ne tesin gadanwe bi me kra ne na ne le no fe no nende amralo ne le no fe no ke ne bam na ahe adesan yiwa ne jale hu ahane to enjom ne eba Kpatseremdor Omanye abaju no ne o ke ma pue pa he wa ya Kpatseremdor ngenigo
Medindi Nene Naete Agboke, the third Kpatseremdor Agoto Nwapa chief, or the chief of Kpatseremdor Agoto and Nwapa. And I have been installed as a chief from 11th April 2011. Oh, Kpatseremdor. And now it was successful. And I continue my work as a chief with the elders at the village. And it came to a point that some group of people from Kpatseremdor, Agoto, and the same area, they rise up against me anytime we are trying to have a meeting. They will come and attack. So it has continued like that, which we are trying to look for a solution. We've been trying to look for the solution too. So somewhere 2019, we went to the village, and all of a sudden, these same guys came to attack me because my father has a farmland, and we realized that somebody was building a structure on it. So when we went there, and they came, so I quickly ran to Chokoli to make a report there. And they have been arrested, but the way the case was going, it's like the police there are not trying to favor us with the case. Now, somewhere January, I traveled and I came back. Now, there was a meeting that I need to attend the meeting at the village. All of a sudden, these guys came beating people harassing the people, even as far as my secretary's book, which he was taking minutes. They torn it into pieces and they beat him as well. So we realized that they were up to something which I cannot describe. We don't understand. So we reported the case. In fact, that very day, it was the police that came to the village to pick me out of the village. If not so, they wanted to take my life for no reason. And then exactly 1 month was Tuesday. That is on the 9th June. We went to the village for a meeting. Now, while we were returning back, the same group of people, they were laying ambushment against us, which we did not know. So in between Kpatseremdor and a nearby village called Some, they lay ambush. So then I followed some pickup while I was trying to overtake the pickup. Then we saw some group of people standing in front of some small forest. What are these people doing there? Before we realized, then gunshots came directly on me and then my people. While I was driving this Pathfinder, that's the car park out there. First gunshot, second gunshot, third gunshot, fourth one. Then from then, it continued. We can't even count again. But while the first gunshot came and the second one, I realized I was hurt in my face, my forehead, and this place of my face, and then on my neck here. About 3 pellets entered my forehead here, and then another 4 or another 2 also on the same side of my eye, this place. And then about 4 pellets entered this place. Yes, this place. And then about 11 pellets entered this side of my neck, this place, the side of my neck. So then I realized that something also hit my eye. Then my people were 4 in the car, and they encouraged me that if I try to stop, they will kill us, so I should manage and let's go. I was the one driving the car, and I have to summon courage to drive away from the scene so that they will not kill us. And I managed drive away. While we were going, they were shooting behind the car, and we can't even count the gunshots. Many. And we moved from there to Some. Now, then before then, I had so many information, even as far as one of my nephew, who has been saying he will shoot me, he will kill me, they will bring armed robbers to attack me on the way to kill me. I had all those information. I don't really know what I did or what I have done to any of them. So then this tells me that no, within the Ningo, Great Ningo and the surrounding, some of these things have been happening. And in fact, I'm saying this for the government and authorities as far as the Minister for Attorney General and the Minister for Defense and how do you call it? What's the name? Interior and Greater Accra Regional Minister to hear that this is what is happening in the area, because I can remember one of our chiefs from Ningo living at Sota. He was also caught on a way like that. They shot him and his brothers and they died. I can remember that one of our chiefs at Prom also, he was also coming from Dodoa. They shot him as well. He died. We also heard that another one also happened at Adan. So I'm reporting this case so that government should take a necessary step to intervene or in the situations within Ningo and the Ningo traditional area. These young men from nowhere, some of them, we don't know where they come from, but have invaded the land, beating farmers because they wanted to dig their farmland for sand. So when I realized that this thing has been on and on happening in the village, the villagers wrote to me, they called me, and I went and they wrote a letter to Mineral Commission, which now the sand winning has stopped. But as for this killing and harassing farmers, it has never stopped at all. So I'm calling on the government to send, he can send a delegation to the village and they will see what is happening. I also heard that they have been, I don't know, but I heard that they have been selling land. I don't sell land because the place is a farming village. And my plans there is that farmers in that village will do their farming peacefully. So, to be frank and honest, these are the things that are happening at the village, which I think government have to intervene immediately. If not so, it's going to continue and many lives will be lost. Now, we reported a case to the Pram District Police, which we were expecting that the guys will be arrested. Now, this morning, what I heard was that some of them have been arrested, but the rest, they are walking around. Some too came to write their statement, which we are yet to know. So this is my issue. We need government to come in immediately. One thing we need most at the village so that it will help. And I believe that when we have a police station, when we have a police station at the village, because the village is far from Chopoli. From Chopoli, you go to Saglemi. From Saglemi, you go to Amonakpo. From Amonakpo, you go to Some. From Some, before you go to Kpatseremdor, and Agoto and Mopa. So when something is going on there, by the time you move, now call even police from Pram now Chopoli to come, damage, or it will go on and anything can happen. If by the time the police come, you see the guys run away. So we are appealing to the government to come for aid.
My name is Mr. Nelson Dadu. Naiki. I'm a brother to the chief. We are on a vehicle from our hometown coming, and the thing happened. As he's praying, that is all. But we know the people who have been doing the thing. They are not neutral people, we don't know them. They are part of our family. Because of greediness and some things, they are doing that. So we are pleading for the government to come inside, and even as for the family, we have family heads. And all our grandfathers, they know something about these lands. And we are not fighting about land, but what they are doing is very bad. That place is a farming land. Before you see, when people plant it themselves, they will go and win sand and remove all the people their plantation and the things and spoil all their crops. Selling lands, before you weed, you take tractor ply, before you go there, they put pillars and things. And the thing which is going there is very bad. So we call on the government and the Ningo state as a whole, for the chiefs and all the surrounding, those we share boundary with them, the other communities like Shas and then all should come in. Other than that, worse things will go on, which is very bad. So we are pleading for the whole.
My name is Daniel Kwe. The chief is my uncle at the village there. So my little advice go to my brothers and the sisters at the village there, that what was going on, they should put a stop into it immediately. Otherwise, they must put a stop into it. The place doesn't belong to anybody. It's from our forefathers. So what they were doing, killing people, spoiling people, their farm, they must put a stop to it. We are appealing to the authorities, the government and the authorities, Ministry of Interior, that the land over there, the place, is being attacking quite long ago. We don't have a police station. Before you make a complaint, you have to drive 6 miles from the place to Dawa or Topoli to go and make a complaint. Before the police will come down, whatever will happen, it has happened. Killing of people. So we are appealing to the authority, the government and the authority, Ministry of Interior, the Great Accra Regional Minister, and the Minister at the constituency, Honorable Sam George. MP.
And the DC.
MP and the DC. These killings have been going on in the area. It was about 3 to 4 months ago in which they killed somebody with the wife and the children at the village near there called Zichuku. We don't hear any arrests. We don't hear nothing. Secondly, I'm appealing to the IGP of this nation, IGP. It should come to our aid. Where are your men? There are several killings at the place. No any arrest has been made. So IGP, we are calling on you, we beg you. If you sleep, you must wake up. People are dying at the village. The village is nearer to Saglimi, where the government is developing the estate. So just imagine if innocent people will be killing innocent people, will be killing brothers and sisters like this. How are you going to do? It's a farming community. Now the people are afraid of even going to their farms. So what do you have to do? IGP, we are appealing to you and your men. Driving from Prapan to Chopoli, 9 miles, 6 miles to the village, we beg you. We need a police station. We need your men. The patrol team. The place is part of Ghana. It's just in the Great Accra region. It is in Great Accra region. If you don't, your commander, your men, we don't see them. So we beg you, IGP, come to our aid. Deploy your men to there. We beg you.
Obradabi akena toe enyemo hingbe pe nyomo toele boa mo eboa no ewo boni manche ye egbe ekene bene macho edi ha no eke gandangwe bi nyentesin na nye boa na twenjo na eba Kpatseremdor ni am amnalo na tesin bene pe na twenjo na eba Kpatseremdor ni ye bia ji ni tete ablo isinye ka Omanye
ye dem no fo me ye ni when I never